Today, I'm going to show you some new AI tools that are currently on AppSumo right now. And the last one I'm going to show you is actually my favorite. Now, if you are like me, you're always hunting for the latest and greatest tools. I actually have a running list of the top marketing tools I love. Now, I compiled this entire list in Notion. Now, if you want this free Notion spreadsheet, just click the link in my description. And while you're there, feel free to jump chapters if you want, give this video a like, and also leave a question in the comments. Okay, so let's get started with our first AI tool, Brizy Cloud. Now this is a drag and drop website builder. You could also create individual landing pages and also stories as well. So you could purchase Brizy Cloud starting at 59 bucks. Now, one thing to note in the deal terms and conditions is that it says all future Brizy Cloud plan updates. Now, that doesn't exactly tie to a plan on their website. So that's something to keep in mind, because if you take a look at their pricing page under Brizy Cloud, they have personal, agency, and white label. But in the AppSumo deal terms, it doesn't say a specific plan, so just keep that in mind. I do like how the plans are structured though, because you get the same features across the board. The more codes you purchase unlocks more websites you can build and also workspaces. Now, one thing to note is that white label is not included in any of these plans, but just a few days ago, Brizy just mentioned that they will be offering white label for AppSumo. Now, they are giving everyone 50% off the first year. That means you'll pay just $79 a month instead of $159 per month for the first year of subscription. Okay, so this is Brizy Cloud. So I currently have 2 workspaces. And depending on how many codes you purchase, you could, of course, create more workspaces here and also more websites within each workspace. So you could create 3 types of things: websites and landing pages. You could also create pop-ups and stories. Let me show you how to build a website really quickly. Now there's 3 options. You could start from scratch, generate with AI, or start with a template. Now let me show you the templates, and that way you know how they look like. Now, I think these templates are very clean, easy to read, but I think they look a little, I don't want to say outdated, but I think they are kind of more on the simple side. Now, personally, for me, I've been using Divi for, I would say, 6-7 years, and the templates that Divi provides actually is much better than this. So I think the templates definitely need some work. But to start, let me try the generate with AI feature. So it's 3 steps. So you need to add your site name first. And what's cool is you could actually enter a business name or find it on Google. Now I'm just gonna type in McDonald's and just pick any of the Google listings right here and click on build website. So it's gonna be using the Google business profile data to build the website for you. So I think this feature is great for local businesses. It makes it really quickly without you having to do too much work. Okay, so this is our McDonald's location website, totally built with the Brizy AI. Now, clearly they are pulling from reviews because it says disappointing service at Quick Stop, disappointing drive-through service, and overpriced average food experience at McDonald's in Ashburn. I'm not a big fan of McDonald's, so make sure you have good reviews before you let Brizy build the website for you. But in terms of the layout and the design, I think, it's okay. It's nothing that really wows me. I think this is really great for local businesses, like I just mentioned, who really just want a quick website up and running, and they don't really worry too much about the design and things like that. But it has all of the features, right? So it has the testimonials section, and it has the Google Maps here, email, phone number, location. It even has a footer. So all of the features of a website, it is all added here by the AI. Now, when you click on any of these links here, nothing happens. So that's something we'll have to take a look into. But what I'm going to do now is click on edit and publish with Brizy. Okay, so this is their click and drag and drop builder. So you can change things. Amazing service. with quick stop, I guess. So you can change the text, of course, and you could also use their AI as well. I can say rephrase to make more positive. Okay, so it says, I am confident that I can handle any challenge that comes my way. So I think this needs a lot of work. You might need to give it a much more clear and detailed prompt for it to generate what you want, but you can change the font, also change the color, add a link, and also add a gap above, below, and change the HTML tag of this headline. You can duplicate it or delete it. Now, if we click on the hamburger, you could view all of your assets right here. So the AI only generated the homepage. And if you have a blog section, you can add a new blog post right here. There's also stories, and I'll show you the stories feature in a moment. And also you can create pop-ups. You could also create a custom asset. Now under project settings, you can update general settings for your site, like adding a favicon. You can update the SEO of your site, sharing, like how the sharing title looks like, the description, and also the image thumbnail. And there's system pages. So I really like this because you can create a coming soon page, maintenance page, page not found, and so forth. And there's also translations you can add as well. You can add custom code here. So Google Analytics codes, Google Search Console, you can add it right here. And there's also webhooks and redirects. Okay, so let me exit out of this. Now, if I click on this plus, this is where we can add various elements. So it looks like they have all of the essential ones here. So everything that you expect on a modern website, I think, is here. And you also can reorder the various blocks. So say, for example, I want to move this one up here, then you can do that very easily. Let me move it back, okay? And this is the styling. So this is the AI generated style. I like the green, but I think the font is could be improved, but let's see what else. So these are the various styles that you can choose from, and I think they're okay, nothing extremely eye-catching. It's pretty standard, I think, styling. And this is the collaboration feature. So if you are working with a team, you can turn this collaboration feature on and click anywhere and add your comment or add your own private comment. So I can say, change this headline and add my comment there. So this is a great way to work with and communicate with your team. And then you can view the tablet version and also the mobile version. And just looking at this mobile version that the AI built, I think, there's a lot of room for improvement here. The spacing could definitely be improved. And let's change this to, let's see, styling. How do I change the color? Okay, so changing the color on mobile is not as easy. I think you would probably have to change it on the desktop version first. Okay, yep. So we can change it black and check out mobile. Okay, yep. So in terms of the font color, it would be basically consistent across all views. And then if you like everything, you can click on update to save everything. And that is the drag and drop builder. Now let me show you how to create a story really quick. So I'm gonna click on create project. So pop-up, it's very similar to the drag and drop builder, but you just basically create pop-ups. And then this is the story feature. So there's a variety of templates you can choose from. Let me click on this one, handyman story. Okay, so I think the template actually looks pretty good. I do like the colors, the fonts, the layout. It's pretty decent. Okay, and now these are the various elements you can drag and drop. So if you want to add something like another image, you can drag it there and then add your own image. And you can also change the styling as well. Okay, now for whatever reason, when I choose a style, nothing changes. So I'm not sure if that is a bug, or maybe for this story template, I can't change the style in this way. Let's see. Okay, so the AI will regenerate all of these colors and styles, but yeah, it's not changing for whatever reason. Let me click on update and let me open it and let's see how this looks like. Okay, yep, so this is the story and you can, click and view all of the slides like this. Okay, so this is Brizy Cloud. Now, I probably won't use this for any serious websites. I think this is good if you want a very simple website. If you are a local business that just wants any type of online presence, you could use Brizy. It hosts the website for you, so it's very easy. But if you want something more advanced, this might not be the tool for you. Zync. So this is a recording studio and video production tool that helps you create short form video content for your brand. Now you can purchase Zync starting at $39, and these are the deal terms and conditions. So regardless of what plan you choose, it will be tied to all future solo studio plan updates. For license tier 1, you can create 8 video clips per month and you have 1 creator seat. But if you jump to tier 2, the video clips per month increases to 20 with still 1 creator seat, but you also have 2 marketer seats so you can invite people. And now you can also remove Zync watermark and integrate with YouTube. But if you get tier 3, the highest tier, you can also add your own custom domain. So the unique feature of Zync is that it'll turn your videos into fully edited short reels that you can share online. So you can start with these 3 options. So you can turn an idea to a video using AI. You could convert existing content using AI. And there's also the answer audience questions. So let's just say we want to turn an idea into a video. We can say short form video is the future of marketing, then click next. And the Zync AI will turn that idea into a video script. Okay, so it's added right here, short form video marketing. So if I click on launch session, let's click on rehearsal for now. So now we are entering the studio. Okay, so we can set up our microphone, camera, and speakers. We can blur. So I think the video quality is it could be improved, doesn't look that great. Also, the blur could be improved as well. There is no option for me to make the blur lighter or heavier. It's just this one option. Then let's click on join. Okay, so this is how my face will look like in the short form video. Click on next. And so basically, you're supposed to put your video in this middle circle. So you need to adjust your camera and seating position to fit these frames, and it shows you where the captions go as well. Then let's click on next. So the AI generated this script for me. Okay, so the title is Why is Short Form Video Crucial for Marketing? So basically this is the script that I would read. Now, one thing that I'm noticing is that there's no way to make the script more narrow, so I don't need to read from left all the way to the right. I can't change the font size or move it anywhere. So I'm always having to look to my right. So I'm not really looking directly at the camera like this. I need to kind of move to read the script. So that's one thing to note. And then to start recording, just click on this red button. So let me show you one that I created. Let me go back here and open. So when you record the video, it turns it into a content kit. So it basically creates 2 types of videos, a horizontal one and a vertical one. So let's click on highlight clips for the YouTube section. So you have your video clips and your shorts. So it creates the thumbnail for you, but I think the thumbnail needs a lot of work. It also creates the post title and the description. You can download the video, you can download the thumbnail, or you could publish it directly to your YouTube. Now let me play this video for you so you kind of know how it looks like. In today's fast-paced environment, many content creators feel like their content creation process is an endless marathon. But what if you could harness the power of AI to streamline this process? Introducing Zync, a revolutionary recording studio and video production tool designed to assist you in crafting engaging short-form videos. By leveraging AI, you can quickly transform your ideas into ready-to-publish content, enhancing... Okay, so yeah, so it adds text, it adds B-roll, and it also adds the captions at the bottom. Now you can't edit any of this, okay? So it generates it for you, and what you see is essentially what you get. Now let me show you the shorts. In today's fast-paced environment, many content creators So one thing I'm noticing is that the captions is pretty low. I would prefer the captions to be a little bit higher towards my neck area, but that's kind of like what it generated. And let's go back to the content kit. It also creates kind of like a mini website for you that shows you your highlights feed. So this is one video that I created, and then this is another video that I created. So basically you have your own website or a landing page that has all of the videos that you've recorded on one kind of screen like this. And that's essentially it. Okay, so let me go back home. Now let me show you the settings section. So you can update your creator profile, so on and so forth. So I added content pillars, my 3 content pillars, my audience description, and for whatever reason, it doesn't save everything. It did save digital entrepreneurs, but it didn't save what I put under content pillars. So it might be a bug. And you can also update the workspace settings. So you can update your primary color, accent color, and also the logo as well. Now, when you look at the AppSumo deal, so with tier 3 and also with tier 2, you can remove the Zync watermark and also integrate with YouTube. So that basically is you can upload your own logo, so the watermark. And when it comes to the YouTube portion, if you go to integrations, you can connect YouTube. So you can instantly publish from Zync to your YouTube account. You could also connect with LinkedIn as well. And there's also the custom domain integration. So I added this a few hours ago, but for whatever reason, I don't think it is working. I might need to wait a few more hours. But if you have this custom domain, you could essentially go to your video reel, and this URL right here will be changed to your own custom domain. So you can share it with anyone and they can kind of watch your videos as maybe like a step-by-step or a story, something like that. SurveyNoodle. So this is a survey tool that uses AI to write questions and analyze responses. So it starts at $69. Now, in terms of the deal terms and conditions, if you get tiers 1 and 2, you are tied to all future basic plan updates. But if you get tier 3 through 4, you are tied to all future pro plan updates. So with tier 1, you can get 1,000 monthly responses with 1 user, and then the limits increase with tier 2. But if you upgrade to tier 3, you get additional features. So you get automated sentiment analysis, custom QR codes, dynamic content in endings, and you can also add your own custom domain. Now, if you do tier 4, all the limits increase. Okay, so SurveyNoodle incorporates AI into various parts of the survey creation process. So to create a survey, just click here. We can name our survey. We can add a survey description. So we are looking for your honest feedback after dining in our Italian restaurant, and then number of questions and AI advanced options. So you can choose the type of survey. Now let's see if they have some type of like restaurant related type. Let's see. I don't see anything. Tourism, no. Okay, I might have missed it, but let's do customer satisfaction. And here is where we provide the AI specific survey creation instructions. So I put down, create a survey that asks people simple questions about their dining experience at my Italian restaurant. Include various types of response types. Include various kinds of response types. Then AI create. Okay, so the AI created this survey of 5 questions. So the first question is, how would you rate the overall quality of the food? And then the next one is how satisfied you were. And what did you think about the cleanliness? How likely are you to recommend our restaurant? And what was your favorite dish? Now, I wish we had more question types. It looks like the AI only created a range. And then the last one is short answer. But the questions are pretty decent. They're actually pretty good. And then on the right-hand side, we can update the settings. We can add an image or a video to this question, and we can also generate an image as well. So let me provide it with an instruction. So I put down a photorealistic image of a man sitting in an Italian restaurant enjoying himself and smiling. Then click on generate image. Okay, so this is the image that the AI generated. So I think it's okay. I think, the background could be improved. I think the image definitely needs some work. Now I also want to show you the endings part. So what we could do here is we can add a title, add a description, you can add an image, and then for settings, there's this default. I'm not exactly sure. I guess this is a default view, and then you can redirect it to a different URL. And there's also dynamic content. Now this dynamic content is actually available for tiers 3 and 4. So we have the option to choose a Google review or custom. So let me click on custom, advanced options. Okay, so I said, thank them for taking the survey by acknowledging their specific responses and letting them know we will use their responses to improve our restaurant. And then we can also add a link like order now. Add the link. You can change the formatting and add an icon. Okay, so we have our link right here. And then this is the summary section. So you could view some stats, and you could use the Noodlebot AI to analyze the stats for you. And then these are the results, and you can share it. Now you can set your custom domain. Now with tier 3 and 4, you can add your custom domain. So this is actually my custom domain, feedback.traffictoprofits.com, and you can customize it further by changing the slug right here. So I can say something like restaurant survey, then click on create link, and then I can copy this, and I can have a QR code. Now this QR code is available from tier 3 and 4 as well. Now it says custom QR codes. I think it's just custom as in you have a QR code for each individual survey, but you can't change the design of this from what I was able to gather, but you could download this and then you can share this with others. And then you can change the theme at the right-hand side. Now let's click on View Survey. So my custom domain is up here, as you could see, and this is the survey. Now let me just do everything like negative just to see what the AI responds with at the end. Okay, so I'm gonna click on next, and it says thank you. So it says, thank you for taking the time to complete our survey. We appreciate your feedback, especially your comment about enjoying the chicken dish. Rest assured, we will use all of your responses to help improve our restaurant and ensure a better experience for all our guests in the future. Your input is invaluable to us. So I wish the AI kind of mentioned that all of my responses were kind of negative. It was a little bit more generic. I wish it was a little bit more specific to what I typed in, what I selected, but I think I might need to improve the prompt, but it reads pretty nicely. I do like how it mentions the chicken dish. So it's okay. So it's an okay response. But in terms of the design and how everything looks like, I've seen better quizzes, honestly. This looks pretty bare bone, nothing too out of the ordinary in terms of survey forms. Okay, now let me show you. Let me click on this one. So I created this survey earlier. Now these are the results. So you could use the AI to analyze the results. So we can say something like, give me a summary. So it analyzed all the results, and this is the summary. So I kind of like the AI and how it can view all of your data. And let's see here. And also under the summary tab, you could view the sentiment right here. So you can see whether or not the responses are good or bad. And this sentiment analysis is for tier 3 and 4 as well. And there's also action items. Let's see what action items. Okay, so it says embrace social activities, explore diverse cuisines. So yeah, you can have action items according to the responses. And this is a summary. So this is a summary of all the responses and then the response rates. So I do kind of like these tabs here. It's very easy for you to analyze the results and then share. So this is a preview of the survey. You could view it on mobile. Now, one thing is that the images on mobile, you kind of have to scroll to view the entire image. It doesn't get smaller on mobile. So that's one thing I noticed. And then this is the embed widget. So you can copy this and paste it on your website. And then we can go to the links section. So basically you can create one link. It could be like a generic link. And the feature for this is that you can change the associated survey of your link. Like say, for example, this link, restaurant survey, I can change it to like something else, like my city survey. So I can click here. So this link will be tied to this survey. So under account info, this is where you can set up your custom domain. And there's also integrations. Yeah, let me show you the integrations. So you can integrate your Google Sheets to all of your surveys. So I integrated it to my city survey. Now let me click on it. Now the UI UX I think could be improved. I find myself kind of clicking on things and nothing happens. But yeah, this is the info part of my survey. So you can update the preferences, the access when it expires, the response limit. You can also allow multiple responses if you want. You can track the sentiment and they will update you on a daily basis, weekly, so on and so forth. And this is the integrations. So you can sync to Google Sheets. So if you click on that and go to my Google Sheets, it's right here. Now, one thing I'm noticing is that for the first answer, I can view the responses, but for the other questions, I don't see the answers. So that's a bug. And another thing as well is that this Google Sheet will not automatically update. You always need to click on this sync to Google Sheets button for it to sync into your Google Sheets. It's not automatic, so keep that in mind. And that is the gist of SurveyNoodle, okay? So I kind of like the AI integrations, like in terms of summarizing the responses. But in terms of creating a survey, I feel like it could be a little clunky to create a survey. It does take some getting used to create the various questions. But again, I do like the summary part where the AI kind of summarizes, gives you action items, the sentiment analysis, and then you could use the Noodlebot to ask it questions. So I do like that, but the other parts I feel like definitely need work. IKI AI. So this one is a digital library and AI copilot that can fetch info, knowledge, research concepts, answer questions, and generate reports. So you can purchase this starting at $49, and all the plans are tied to all future Pro plan updates. Now I do like how the plans are structured. So with tier 1, you get 1 user, 5 hours of monthly video transcription, 200 Copilot requests per month. And if you go to tier 2, you get more users and the limits are increased and you get unlimited Copilot requests per month. And then tier 3, the limits increase as well. Now, one thing when it comes to users, so this feature in terms of inviting users to your account actually is not live just yet. Okay, so I did ask a question, how to add a user, and they replied a few days ago. It says team seats will be ready soon, but this feature is not available yet. Okay, so right now it's only 1 user can log in and use the tool. You cannot invite your teammates. So this is IKI AI. So you could basically upload any type of content and you could use ChatGPT to ask it any type of question. So if you are doing research, this is a great tool that you could potentially use, okay? So you can upload all types of content. So I uploaded all of these PDFs and then you can organize your content into various collections. So I uploaded these PDFs and I put it in this collection called SEO. So now you can ask IKI AI about this content. So in terms of the AI model, you could use ChatGPT 4.0 Mini, 4.0, or Claude 3.5 Sonnet. So we can say something like extract key ideas. So IKI AI will analyze all of these PDFs and it'll extract the key ideas. So here is the response. And then they also included links to what I uploaded. And then you can also ask it other things as well, like what is technical SEO? And then it'll use what I uploaded to give me the response. And then this is the source right here. And then if you want to add additional things to this collection, just click here and then you can import your data. So you can import links, PDFs, text files, image files to the library. Okay, so let me go to Ask IKI. So this is kind of like a ChatGPT format, so you can ask it anything you want. So you could ask it in the IKI platform, you can ask it in the library or from the web. So if you click on IKI, I think it'll analyze all the files that other users uploaded into the tool, and it'll use that information to answer any of your questions. So you ask it a question, and then these are the found materials associated with your question. I can ask something like, what is lion's mane? And it is loading. Now, one thing about IKI AI is that it is kind of slow. So whenever you use this chat, you see yourself like waiting and waiting for the response. All right, so it's been many seconds and it's still typing. So just for the sake of this video is so long already, I'm just gonna stop it. So yeah, you do need to wait for the response. There's also the community section where you can view recent collections from the community. There's also peers, so you can add friends and view the files that they have. You could view the people that you are currently following right here. And then with the community, you can open up one of their collections and then ask IKI AI about the collection. So in terms of brain biohacking, you can ask anything about brain biohacking, and ChatGPT 4o will use this information to come up with a response. So in terms of my thoughts, I really like how you can upload all types of things and ask the AI any question you want. So if you are doing a lot of research, this is a great tool. But it sometimes is kind of hard to use. You know, like for this one, if you ask it a question, it just takes forever. And I don't know exactly how it differs in terms of web, library, and IKI. And I find it kind of weird how you could view the files that other people have uploaded. There might be some privacy features, but I'm not exactly sure how beneficial it is to use other people's files. It could be, but that person would really need to invest a lot of time to create really good collections that they want to share with others. SheetMagic. Now, this one has been around on AppSumo for a while, but I actually just recently discovered this, and this is my favorite tool this month. So this is basically a Google Sheets add-on that you can use ChatGPT inside Google Sheets. Okay, so it starts at $69. So these are the deal terms and conditions. So with plan 1, it's only for 1 user, but with plan 2, you can use it for 5 users. And if you get 3 codes, it'll increase your user licenses, and you get all of these additional features as well. You can create unlimited AI images. You could also use GPT-4 for Turbo, Vision, and Dolly. It includes all future updates to GPT models, and you could use open router integration with access to 100 plus other AI models. So I got plan 3 because I do want all of these additional features. Keep in mind with plan 1 and 2, you are only available to use GPT-4o Mini. Now you do need your own OpenAI API key to use this tool, so keep that in mind. Okay, so this is a Google Sheets extension. So to get it to start working, you need to verify your SheetMagic license, and you need to give it your OpenAI API key. Okay, so this is the sidebar where you can select the different AI models. So since I have the plan 3, I can access not only ChatGPT 4o Mini, but also Turbo, 4o as well. And I also added Open Router. And with Open Router, you have access to tons of other AI models, including free AI models, okay? So you have all of these like from Google, from Microsoft, Meta, and they have all of these free ones. So you don't need to be paying anything really to use some of these AI models. But of course, with OpenAI, you do need to buy credits so that the API can work and you can generate the responses. So the way this works is that you essentially type in a formula in a cell. So I'm just going to type in AI. Okay, so AI. So the prompt needs to be in quotes. Yep, that's one thing I forgot. Okay, so the prompt needs to be in quotes. So now it's using the OpenAI API key to generate the response. So top 10 goldfish toys for endless fun, the ultimate guide for pet lovers. So that's one feature. Okay. Now another feature is you can generate images. So I did that right here. So these are my 3 pieces of content, and then it generated these images. Okay. And then you can see them right here. Now, since we're using Google Sheets, it creates this instantaneously. Okay. So I can type in dog, fish, computer, and then I can get the exact AI function here, and then put that right here and replace this with the cell. So I'm going to click here, and here we go. And then I can open. Okay, so that is the image that it created. Now I typed in dog, but I don't know why it shows this desert here. So what you could do is just basically drag, and then these other images will start getting generated as well. So you could really create tons of content very quickly. And there's also other types of formulas you could use. Now let me show you the other functions as well. So these are the AI functions and then the scraping functions. So you could scrape URLs. So let me go here, put that function here, and let me put a URL. I'm just going to put down an Ahrefs blog post, then click enter. And ChatGPT scraped that entire blog post. And then we can ask the AI to give me a short summary. And I'm going to click on this cell. And then we can give it a prompt like, give me a short summary, colon. And then I'm going to put the exact cell with the scraped data. Okay, so here is a summary of this scraped data from that article. So really, really cool. Okay, remember, if you want to get access to my top marketing tools, Notion spreadsheet, click the link in my description. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hit that like button for me, subscribe to my channel, and if you want to check out my other videos, feel free to click any of the ones on the screen. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.